taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. In motion comes the tight end left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not.
Job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. In motion left comes Brown. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Chiefs are going to take over the recovery and shut out midfield. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stopped on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
We talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and it forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They go play action with Hurts. Did he get the feed down? Yes. touchdown. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
In motion right, that's Hardman. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mahomes going to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
At their 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Brown goes in motion left. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play. They'll remain a few inches shy of the first with 3rd down movement. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Albert O, 46 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Eagles 21. Chiefs 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. They needed 4, they got 8, and it results in a conversion on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, Sunday.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Michael Dana able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
63.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. He's into space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Mahomes to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect.
Well, the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Justice Hill. And just not quite enough gas in the tank, down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
Now, this is where practicing scenarios comes into play, because every eventuality gets covered. And for defensive teams that really have a swagger about themselves and really don't care much, they actually relish this situation. Let's get out on the field and stop these guys.
Hill diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 38 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs send. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19. Probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. Now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Goff on first down. Throw caught by Raymond. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at only third and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D-lineman to make the play.
Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 2nd down and 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Jackson out to his left. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Jamison Williams. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Trying to improvise. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Complete to Likely. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yep.
Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 75 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Gibbs straight ahead, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's gone. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They'll go again with Gibbs, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Montgomery trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They try again with Montgomery. And this time he is in. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hutchinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do work as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 37. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. So he stopped for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw is Jackson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll run for it with Hill. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you
have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's got this to Williams, complete. Now inside the 25. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 79 yards. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Underneath here to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Will. And he'll ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Goff now to throw. Flushed out right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share them with the home team.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about... yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Fortson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have made it there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he
Looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that touchdown. They saw it coming, converged on it before he got much out of it.
Mahomes now to throw.
Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
6-0 our score after 1.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They go play action with Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
In motion left comes Brown.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That is caught.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
But all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here is the tight end Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 30 yards.
And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead.
Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Chiefs 19, Eagles nothing. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 46-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Chris Watkins, 46 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL games. We talked about coaching said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In motion right, that's Hardman. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, Carter. That is a real incompletion for me. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. On first and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. is all the way down inside the 35. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
That's good.
They go play action here on first down.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Elliott got the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Hurry back to the line now. The tight end in motion left. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Kansas City.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he gets gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And that brings up 3rd down.
First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. Down at the 25.
And quickly they get to the line. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Bell brings it in across the formation.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 5. McKinnon now going to try the left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Here's Pacheco.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the way. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Harrison Butler to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. But first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Chris Watkins, 61 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Fortson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Well, I don't think he got there. No. Too short. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
47-yard line. A gain of 5. And the first down, Chiefs.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. They'll take this to the 46. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second down and 8. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to give you a rating. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. It's Charles lifting those tires.
They certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. To in this one, and on that final play they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right back. Baby, I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, listen to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They go play action with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it play early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you're out there.
There's a lead. The Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
They'll get this to Bell.
Breaks through the contact. And they work this well upfield across the 35.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Throw complete to Bell.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nico Hardman, 37 yards.
And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 9.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Brown goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they can throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts. He's going to air one out. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, they were so close to halftime when we throw the interception after that. You do give it to them in plus territory as well.
And they were pushing real low to try to get something more. They were sitting with a red zone before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Here is third and quite a ways. Now here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Mahomes.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
final shot before the half from Mahomes. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. This is caught inside the 15. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys
throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Now a give, right side, Swift. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Right-handed, great starting field position on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 4. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now they're in the hurry-up.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10. And they're on 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
3rd and 6.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man here. It's the tight end Kelce. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone. And he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well timed, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances. Without interception, the further Henry had a slim chance of victory.
And you're talking about time on their side. It certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them. This game.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. Oh, nice move. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Just get it done now. No time to wait. Yellow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Pacheco.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
He may go.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
69 yards.
And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Edwards picks it up. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they'll get to him right away at the 40.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down at Pacheco. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now they're going to speed things up here. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. If I took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said, but I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City. many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee. This out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Bell brings it in across the formation. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Joe Fortson from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On third down, here comes Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
Down the left sideline.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there. Going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes now to throw. That's into the hands of Fortson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. On first down, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. They'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Rice. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a give right side Swift.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards officially, and that will be 3rd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. In motion comes the tight end left.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Swift. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Valdez-Scantling in motion right.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. Try. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nico Hardman, 46 yards.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
A nice run on 1st down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A handoff, Swift running to the left.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
We talk about making winning plays. That is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come out with that interception, huge.
Well, can you identify that? Because most people make winning plays with the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, it's Pacheco. Down the sideline he goes. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Headed straight is Pacheco. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's 1st down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points that lone field goal in the entire second half.
Remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't what a game was by the defense, right? Just a field goal, that's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.